I haven't vlogged in so long because I have been very camera shy, and if I've uploaded anything in December, just know I was lights, camera, bitch smiling my way through it. By the way, hello, if you're new here. My name's Cara, and I'm doing my first reading vlog for the year. I don't know if I'm gonna finish any books in this vlog because I want to upload this video in a couple of days and I'm starting work like properly tomorrow. I hope that everyone had a lovely festive season and that the start of your 2025 has been good so far. I'll talk you through some of the books that I'm reading and I'm planning to read in this video. The first one is The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. This is a reread for me because I wanted to reread the Neapolitan quartet and I reread My Brilliant Friend at the end of last year. So I'm moving on to this one and I love it so much. It's such a rewarding reread because I'm picking up on so many more things than I did last time, obviously because now I know what everyone's agendas are and I can just see where it's heading and just how fucking well Elena Ferrante can write. This is amazing. If you don't know, this series is about Elena and Lila, who are two friends growing up in Naples in the 1950s, 60s. This follows them throughout their entire lives. This book follows them particularly throughout their late adolescence and early 20s. I'm about a third of the way through. I want to see if I can hopefully finish this by the time that this video goes up. If you've never read Elena Ferrante before and you want to get into her work, I highly recommend this series. Not this book. This is the first one, My Brilliant Friend. And then I also have The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. I read Slouching towards Bethlehem a couple of years ago and I really enjoyed that, but I wanted to read more Didion and this is a lot of people's favourite of hers. So I'm really excited to get to this, even though I've heard it is extremely sad. I'm also reading this one because I'm participating in a reading challenge that is to read your bookshelf, so read the books that you already own. And this is to satisfy the prompt of an interesting opening line. So I'll read the opening line for you because that's what prompted me to pick this one up in particular. Life changes fast. Life changes in the instant. You sit down to dinner and life as you know it ends. The question of self-pity. Fuck. Is what I have to say to that. I'm really looking forward to reading this one, but I don't know how far I'll get with this in this week. But we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to make headway in this. As you can see, my bookshelf is a little bit oddly arranged at the moment, and that's because I've been sorting through a lot of my books because I wanted to pare down my bookshelf for 2025 and just have books that I either really love or actually genuinely think I'm going to read. I'm quite a minimalist when it comes to books anyway, so I don't really mind, unhauling, I hate that word, but unhauling my bookshelf. I've offered some books to friends and some family members, so some of my books are going to them and some of the other books I'm still deciding what I want to do with them. But I'm doing a book swap with my friend actually, so that's something to look forward to. I'm not going to see them this week, but I might see them soon, so maybe in my next reading vlog we can chat about the books that we have in our book swap. I'm giving her 5 books and she's giving me 5 books. I hope I get to finish at least one of the 2 books that I am currently wanting to get into or continue. So if you've read either of these or want to read either of these, let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to know. Yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. update from a new corner of my room. New corner unlocked. These are like sort of my coffee table books. I mean, I don't have like my own coffee table at my own place because I live with my parents. But these are like the books that I would display on a coffee table if I had one. I mean, I think this gives you a lot of information about me without me even having to say anything. So I'm just gonna let this simmer, let this rock, and you can tell me what you've decided about me based on the information that this little corner of my room has given you. This is just the place where I keep all of my bookmarks. And that little owl is from a holiday that I took when I was 10 years old. This is just for jewelry that I don't really wear because I mostly just wear the stuff that you always see, but I mean I have them if I want to wear them or if someone gave them to me and I emotionally attached to them. Anyway, I didn't really do this update to show you this part of my room. I just wanted to have a new angle, but this is just to talk about the books that I've been reading. So I started The Year of Magical Thinking yesterday morning and I'm already more than 100 pages in. It is so addictive. I can't believe it because it's so fucking sad, but I can't stop reading it because it just feels so genuine and it's just coming from such a deep place of wanting to understand, so it's really compelling to read and it's so well done, I think, for what the form of the book is trying to do here. I just love it so far. And because I've been reading that one so much, I've actually kind of been neglecting The Story of a New Name because, you know, there's only so much reading that I can do in between work. But this is just fantastic as well. I really just love Elena Ferrante's writing so much. I'm so sad. Someone is hooting away. Okay, it stopped. Elena Ferrante's writing is just so special and I'm so sad that I don't have any new fiction of her to read. That's not true, there's one more left, but that's a children's book, so I don't feel like it's maybe comparable. It's just, it's a different form. I'm just really savouring this one and I actually think my opinion has swapped. I think I might not finish this one and I might finish The Year of Magical Thinking for this week's vlog. Yeah, I hope that your reading has been going well so far this year. And let me know if you've been enjoying the books that you've picked up. Some people on my Instagram have said that they're actually trying to read more long books this year and that, you know, they're slowly working their way through it. So that's been really lovely to see. And yeah, I think it's so rewarding to read a long book. So maybe that's something that I'd have to tackle as well. I mean, I do have some books on my 2025 hopefuls that are a little bit longer. So maybe that's a good sign to start diving into those thickies. Oh yes, I still have to reorganize my bookshelf. I don't think I'll get time for that today, but I'm hopeful that I'll do it tomorrow. I don't have any ideas of how I want to organize my bookshelf. The shelves that I have in my room were a birthday present when I turned 14, so that's long ago now, and I don't agree with how my decisions that I made at 14 anymore, which is a good thing, you know, it's growth, but it is a little bit annoying when I still have the same shelves in my room and I don't really want to pay to change them because I'm not planning on living here long enough for that to, like, you know, be a good expense. So we'll see, but I'll try and make it work in the meantime. That's everything for this update, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. the end of the week and the end of the vlog, and I have finished the Year of Magical Thinking, and it was absolutely incredible. There was no point at which I didn't understand why people love it. The only thing I would say about this is that it covers a lot of like medical terminology, but it is all relevant in the context of the book, so it didn't really bother me. I just didn't understand that. I also realized I hadn't explained what the Year of Magical Thinking was about when I was editing my vlog just now. So the Year of Magical Thinking chronicles Joan Didion's life the year after her husband suddenly passes away and their daughter is extremely ill and she has to go through a lot of different medical procedures. And it's her musings on grief and dealing with these really harsh and difficult feelings, the ways in which she finds to cope, the ways in which she doesn't cope. She even, she chronicles that with just as much depth and sincerity. And it was so, so wonderful to read. I think one thing I was really scared of going in was that it would be so sad that it's like impossible to read, which I find happens with a lot of books that are labeled as sad. But I think what really worked in the Year of Magical Thinking is that it is extremely sad because the things that happen are objectively very, very traumatizing. But Joan Didion doesn't like tell you these things to evoke a certain emotion from you. She's giving you all of this information in a surprisingly objective way that really just helps you to sit with these sad events and to decide what you feel about them yourself. And what I also really appreciate about this book, and what I noticed in Slouching Towards Bethlehem as well, is that it feels like she really describes my personal thoughts really well. So I think that's why she's an author I really enjoy reading. And I think that the ways in which she just says things, the ways in which she strings words together is something I relate to a lot. So I think she's an author that really works for me in that regard. And this was just a fantastic reading experience, even though it was a very somber and sad one. It was I'm so happy that I read this, and what a fantastic book to read to start my 2025 reading year with. As you would have seen, I also reorganized my bookshelf. I sort of showed you a little bit, but if you want to have like a proper bookshelf tour and I'll tell you like my thinking behind why I've organized it in this way, let me know. I don't know if that's something people are interested in, but if you are, I'd be more than happy to show you. Otherwise, I hope that you have a lovely start to your 2025, and I'll see you again next week. Take care.